Dodge CEO Tim Kuniskis, known for extreme vehicles like the brand's 700-plus horsepower Hellcat models, stated while talking about the 2024 Dodge Charger Daytona SRT during a media conference, "This automobile, we feel, will redefine American muscle." Well, this statement can be true. With the specifications and features of the car, you all would also want to buy one. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. This video will summarize the Dodge Charger Daytona SRT muscle car. This Tesla alternative could come with around 900 horsepower and close to 500 miles of range. If you want to know more, keep watching, and let's start the video. The preservation of the Dodge brand over the previous half-decade has been due only to its dedication to authentic American muscle. At one point, the company's future looked doubtful due to its heavy reliance on greedy Hellcat V8 engines and the tire smoke they produced. The Charger Daytona SRT EV concept, a hyper-muscle BEV tasked with maintaining the Dodge brand in the age of electrons, proves that these fears were unfounded. It may be argued that e-muscle cars already exist in the form of electric automobiles like the Tesla Model S, which boasts phenomenal straight-line acceleration, especially when the vehicle is set to either the ludicrous or plaid modes of driving. The precise distribution of electric motor force is excellent. Still, it lacks the inherent noise, vibration, and occasional stir that muscle car enthusiasts seek, making the driving experience in a Tesla less visceral than in a car like the Challenger Hellcat. Their questionable dynamic behavior in corners is rare enough to be irrelevant to the topic. Stellantis' designers and engineers are aware of this, which is why they created the Dodge Charger Daytona SRT concept. It's a risk that could pay off in the long run, as the goal is to preserve the iconic Dodge brand image in the emerging market for vehicles with zero emissions. It's not easy to make out specifics about the world's first EV muscle vehicle, the new Dodge EV, with its lines whirling in mist and covered in darkness. The front fascia's large, flat, lighted grille is reminiscent of the legendary Dodge Charger of the 70s. The Charger Daytona is a three-door coupe that looks similar to the original Charger from 1968 to 1972. It's identical to the model from 50 years ago and the modern four-door sedan, but it also includes a sizable hatchback at the back. Although a production version of this precise design is not promised, Dodge has stated that beginning in 2024, this style will be integrated into a variety of new vehicles. The swollen hood is reminiscent of traditional muscle vehicles and is designed to foreshadow the vehicle's potency. However, instead of a large, burbling V8, you're more likely to find a set of charging wires or convenient baggage compartment. The Charger Daytona concept is based on the so-called STLA large platform and is propelled by an electric propulsion system named Banshee, which is a natural successor to Hellcat. Engineers created the Fratzonic chambered exhaust, rumped multi-speed transmission, and the R-wing aerodynamic design element to satisfy the needs of muscle car lovers. This concept's R-wing is the first of three innovations that are pending patent protection. The R-wing is an active aerodynamic element that regulates airflow through the Dodge's trademark blunt front end and the hood to reduce drag and increase downforce as necessary. Dodge is bringing back the Fratzon logo, which initially debuted on Dodge vehicles in the 1960s, as a possible indication of its commitment to developing authentic muscle cars that just so happen to be electric. The triple delta logo glows in the dark at the front and the back of the new design. The Charger Daytona's Fratzonic exhaust system appropriates the fictitious moniker. The current Dodge Challenger SRT Superstock is powered by a 6.2-liter V8 that has been supercharged to produce 808 horsepower. That number and the 840 horsepower of the limited edition Demon will need to be surpassed by the new electric variant. We anticipate that Dodge's new electric muscle car will use Stellantis' innovative STLA architecture for large electric vehicles. This indicates that it will have 2 electric motors combined with 884 horsepower. Stellantis asserts that their fastest electric vehicles can reach 62 miles per hour in about 2 seconds. With such power, that claim is plausible. It's possible to equip this new Dodge with batteries that increase its range to 500 miles, ranging from 101 to 118 kilowatt hours. More than double the content of any gasoline-powered Dodge V8. Daytona boasts functional exhaust pipes and a gear-shifting transmission. Naturally, none of that needs to be included in an electric vehicle, but Dodge seems to be thinking that its ideal buyer isn't interested in the necessities. Dodge CEO Tim Kuniskis has stated that these buyers want excitement, which entails more than rapid acceleration. He confidently predicted, "We think we're going to bring to market an automobile that people didn't see coming, but this one is coming and they will hear it." The low, resonant tones produced by the Charger Daytona are reminiscent of high-voltage electrical machinery. Instead of using speakers, as with most electric vehicles, air pulses are driven through pipes containing baffles and chambers, creating audible effects. Air pulses are similar to those produced by an internal combustion engine in that their speed and intensity change as the automobile accelerates and the accelerator is depressed. The noise levels it generates can reach 126 decibels, as stated by Dodge. To the National Hearing Conservation Association, that's slightly over the levels at which hearing loss can occur from prolonged exposure. The Charger Daytona is unlike other electric vehicles since it features a transmission with more than 2 gears. Because electric motors give full pulling force at very low speeds and remain giving that power up through extremely high rotating rates, most electric cars feature a single-speed transmission. Compared to electric motors, gas-powered vehicles require a gearbox with multiple gears to maintain the engine within its optimal power range when the car advances from a stop to a high speed. The exhaust system of the 2024 Charger Daytona is one of the car's features that'll spark heated discussion. This is the first electric vehicle to have an exhaust system, and it's rumored to be as loud as 126 decibels, louder than a Hellcat. While Manhart may have given the Tesla Model 3 a pretty grille up front, the 2024 Charger Daytona SRT will have a working exhaust-ish. Despite the lack of carbon monoxide emissions, it adds personality to the vehicle and deters rude electric vehicle drivers from sneaking up on you undetected. The so-called frat zoning exhaust is another gimmick that harkens back to the days of legendary muscle cars. Nonetheless, you won't hear the booming engine noise of a V8 with a supercharger. Although Dodge has guaranteed that the all-wheel drive vehicle will be faster than the Dodge Challenger Hellcat in all critical performance categories, the firm has not yet revealed the power output of the electric motors powering the vehicle. Car and driver claim that the supercharged Hellcat, a gasoline-powered rear-wheel drive vehicle, can accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3.7 seconds. The Charger Daytona EV seems like it could have been made in the late 60s or early 70s, with its long, slender body and dark, almost black paint job. Its dark paint job makes it look like the Dodge Charger, used in the iconic Bullitt car chase, in which Steve McQueen's Ford Mustang pursues and is pursued by the Charger. The Charger Daytona EV's grille is a cover for a wing that extends out from the front of the vehicle. Because air can flow under the wing, the car's aerodynamic performance is enhanced. There are air vents at the front and back of the vehicle to further improve its aerodynamics, which its boxy shape would otherwise compromise. The Charger Daytona EV makes efficient use of the space available inside by having 4 seats that can be folded flat. For track days, you can get away with just a pair of racing slicks and a little hydraulic jack. The design has a 12.3-inch touchscreen angled at 10 degrees to face the driver and the standard suite of performance software featured in modern Hellcat vehicles. The instrument cluster, a curved 16-inch screen, offers plenty of room for all the gauges and displays required in a high-performance automobile. Critical data can also be kept in constant view thanks to a heads-up display. During a pre-briefing, Kuniskis said, "We don't produce a single car that anybody needs. We're in the desires industry. We won't know if the engineers at Dodge were successful in making a worthy successor to the Hellcat until 2024, when we'll be able to get our hands on e-muscle cars equipped with the Banshee propulsion system. But first, evidence suggests positive outcomes." The price tag on the final production models is still up in the air. More information will be available as we get closer to the 2024 arrival date. That's it for today, folks. I hope you liked the video and the information is enough to get you to buy the all-electric 2024 muscle Dodge Charger Daytona SRT muscle car. Subscribe to the channel and ring the bell icon for the latest updates. Till then, see ya!